So say when. Hi, we just started going through results. I was so impressed with the results. I want to get this on video so we can encourage other people, because until people see like actual before and afters, they may not be motivated to take control of their health. And we're in an environment where first responders and vets are taking their life at unprecedented levels. And that all, I take that very personal for multiple reasons, but one of which was in our brain and in Buzz Odyssey and Bob and all the people behind Buzz Odyssey, it's like, if we could have just gotten to him. So what we do is we put out a bunch of videos so people can go, well, if it worked for him, maybe it'll work for me. So without getting into all your symptoms, if you want to share what you did or what you do, you can do that if you're comfortable with that, or you don't have to. Do you want to?
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
What do you do?
In regards to the program here?
No. In regards to your profession.
Oh, sorry. So I'm Battalion Chief with Corona Fire Department. Have dealt with just brain fog, anxiety, tough sleeping at night. So I got this opportunity through Buzz Odyssey, and I've been coming for 2 rounds for 10 weeks now, and just completing my 20 sessions, so to speak, and following up to see what progress I've made.
Yeah. So here's what it's so impressive. So I was telling him that we first started out, the brain was so low functioning. The microvoltage in the central parietal average was 0.0. So that means it had very low cognitive resources. So we did a lot of work with you to get that to come up. And you can see after, this is the red is now the after, we're at now 2.5. And his speed is at 284, and it's called a P300 test because that's the normal speed. I'm going to go through a couple really quick other metrics which I'm really impressed with his progress, and I'll show you this to you. So you can see here, this is your theta. See the red? So those are the z-scores, which it was. We want it to be in that normal green looking, and you can see the red. And if we go up, that was 911, and then you can see here, all green, 1 yellow. So that's a significant improvement. So then I'm going to go back and I'm going to show you your other tests before and after. And again, the previous microvoltage of your brain didn't even show up. It was so low it wasn't even showing up. You're now showing brain reaction voltage. Again, that's the main metric for overall cognitive resources. You now are generating 4 microvolts. To the brain reaction time, it was so slow it didn't even record it on your just 2 months ago.
Wow. And
now you can see you're not only normal but actually faster than normal. Your brain reaction time went from 412 milliseconds to 402. Can we have room for improvement? Absolutely, there's room for improvement. And you can see here we had a before completely blue brain. So let's go to this. Let's go to the theta beta ratio. This has to do with attentional deficit. You went from being out of range to 2.0, now you're at 2.2, really close to being perfectly in range. This next one, which is really where the rubber meets the road, this is for stress and anxiety. This is what that measures. So we want to be as close to 1.0 as possible. And you can see when we started, you're at 0.07. That's an anxious brain. Here we are, we did the test just 2 months later, and you're right within normal limits for the frontal alpha balance, which again is how well your brain is handling stress and anxiety. So this is a balanced brain. So, the old saying, statisticians may lie, but stats never do. This is significantly improved. Again, do we want this to become more robust? Do I want the microvoltages to continue to improve? Absolutely. I don't think 20 was enough sessions to do that. So I'm going to put you on some maintenance and we're going to get that improved. And I anticipate you being with the normal levels in every possible way. But objectively, especially, you can see the anxiety their signature for your brain now is again well within normal limits. So
Okay.
congratulations.
Perfect. Yeah, that's awesome.
So I just want to show what we have the capacity to do. This is all non-pharmacological, and this is the difference between treating a symptom of a brain that's dysregulated versus correcting the cause.
Right.
It's like I always tell people this. It's like if you had a fractured femur, you were on a call for a fractured femur. You can sure inject them morphine, but you're going to want to cast their leg, right?
Right.
But if you just treat the symptom of the pain, they're never going to get better because they have a fracture.
Right. Right.
Here's a blind spot in healthcare. We treat the symptoms of the PTS rather than what's driving the PTS and all of the ramifications.
Sure.
So if we treat the brain like we do any other body part, again, for a cavity, you wouldn't get a shot of Novocaine and call it a day. For a fractured femur, you wouldn't just get some opiates and call it a day. You would want to correct the cause, right? So, my friend, we are correcting the cause for you. So,
Perfect.
congratulations. Just a couple seconds, because again, the purpose of this video is to prevent people from living a life that's driven by PTS and anxiety and insomnia and all those things associated with it. And of course, as you know, especially amongst firefighters, there is a high degree of suicide.
Right.
So if you can give words out there to other firefighters who may be watching this, police officers, veterans, how hard was the program to go through?
Yeah, thanks for the opportunity. The program was super simple. I mean, it's just about putting in the time, and if your mental health is important to you, putting in 1 or 2 days a week for an hour or two wasn't much at all. And I'm grateful to have the opportunity to have sought this out and have benefited from it, and look forward to continuing to make progress. So I would encourage any first responder to look into it and try to benefit from it, for sure.
Well, we appreciate taking care of heroes, and you're a hero.
Yeah, thank you.
So thank you, and thank you for the trust and the fortitude for going through it. And of course, to Bob, who was this inspiration to start the program. And so far, we put almost 500 people at no charge through a program that's saving people's lives. So my favorite saying I always like to say is, you never know how far-reaching something you may say, think, or do today that will affect the lives of millions tomorrow. So hopefully your encouragement will do that for us.
Perfect, thank you.